Well, hi, it's Lisa Marie Shaughnessy with Sante Center for Healing and FindATelehealthTherapist.com. I am so privileged to be sitting here today with two men who are so inspirational, Dr. Imran Khawaja and Rizwan Shuja. Thank you and welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us here.
For having us.
Absolutely. So, Rizwan, you are an entrepreneur. You have a master's degree in engineering. You own restaurants. You own gas stations. You own rental properties. You have just done so many amazing things in your life and are an author and a speaker. Dr. Khawaja, you're an author, a speaker. You own a big practice in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, specializing in sleep disorders, psychiatric disorders, endocrine disorders, so many other things. So we're not here to talk about all of that. We're actually here to talk about your new book that came out. And the new book called The Cycle of Fulfillment, 5 Simple Goals to Achieve Real Success. So, Dr. Khawaja, what are the 5 simple goals of real success?
Well, thank you, Lisa, for having us here. No, Rizwan and I, we have been avid readers of books and going to success seminars. And as a psychiatrist, as a psychotherapist, this is one of the questions which we have. What makes people happy and successful? So over the years, we have read several books, gone to so many seminars, and this is the culmination of all our study. So the book is The Cycle of Fulfillment, 5 Simple Goals to Achieve Real Success. So the goal number 1 is mental and emotional fulfillment, which Rizwan is going to elaborate a bit more on it, because everything you do in your life is to achieve some sort of feeling, mental and emotional fulfillment. Goal number 2 is physical fitness and health. Goal number 3 is relationship, meaning relationship with yourself, with others, with the higher self. Also, fourth goal is career, job, growth in your career, job, and the final goal is financial wealth. Because you have to have these 5 goals, which kind of makes a circle and a cycle and leads to mental and emotional fulfillment. So I'm going to ask Rizwan, just elaborate on why mental and emotional fulfillment is at number 1.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
The reason we have put mental emotional fulfillment at number 1 is because whatever we have done in life, starting from going to school, university, jobs, businesses, getting married, buying houses, cars, the real goal behind all these goals was to feel certain good emotions and prevent us from painful emotions. So our mind is conditioned or programmed intrinsically to try to prevent us from painful emotions and try to give us good emotions. So, to us, mental emotional fulfillment means not to experience hate, jealousy, anger, resentment, worry, fear, greed, ego, and at the same time, cultivate positive emotions like love, compassion, tolerance, kindness, empathy, need of giving, gratitude, and also cultivate good models and values. So, the reason it is on number 1 is because if we are able to achieve it, then our second goal, which is uh, physical health and fitness, it directly affects our health and fitness. And if we are uh, in a good mental and emotional state, and we have this need of giving, and we have good morals and values, then the relationship with people is an automatic fix.
Hey,
And
Rizwan,
then,
I have a question.
yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
let's go back to the mental and emotional piece because I loved what you just said about, hatred, jealousy, resentment, and then you go into the positive emotions, which are love, happiness. So, what if someone does have anger and hate in their heart? I mean, what can they do to shift that?
Yes, it's a very good question because, yeah, in our next book, which is called, we have written the next book, which we are still writing, is called Mental Emotional Fulfillment, a Spiritual Solution, How to Tame Your Negative Emotions. So we did talk about it in our this book a little bit, but in the next book it's in a lot more detail. So your question is valid. So there is for example, there are two women, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. They hate each other. They read the book Cycle of Fulfillment and say that, okay, I agree with you that these negative emotions are hurting my happiness, health, relationships, my religion, focus, productivity, my job, my career, and finances. But just by you telling me, it's not going to fix it. So how do we fix it? So we have discussed 8 tools and techniques how to tame your negative emotions. If you want, I can go over them really quickly. Just
That'd be great.
but I wouldn't explain it because I think we have limited time. Number one is conscious awareness. If they have agreed to it that these negative emotions are hurting them, and the positive mental emotional state will help them with all their other goals, then that's called conscious awareness. That's the number one point. Then if you have that, then you go to number second point, which is called understanding the mechanics and repetition. Understanding the mechanics means that you understand how and why it is hurting you. The third would be to change the meanings of the things and control your thoughts. And number four is tame your ego. And under tame your ego, you have further 4 or 5 techniques, tools, or methods. Number one is do not look for the reasons to be offended. Number two, practice tolerance versus judgment. Number three is tame the need of your importance and significance. Number four is forgive people. And number five is give up your need to be always right. And number six is practice basic humility. So these 6 points will help you tame your ego, which is the fourth technique. So fifth technique is meditation and visualization. Sixth is practice mindfulness and gratitude. Mindfulness means to stay in the present. And the seventh technique would be neuroassociative conditioning, where you can change your association of pain and pleasure. And the eighth technique would be raise your consciousness. Raise your consciousness is raise your awareness, your morals and values.
Yep.
So, Dr. Khawaja, yeah, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, of course, think of it, like if somebody is really, really rich, like $1 billion, and they are in a negative emotional state all the time, they're irritable, they hate everybody, what good that $1 billion is going to do to them? So the whole idea is that we use these exercises just like somebody does exercise to build a muscle. So we can build a muscle to be in a good, positive emotional state. So that's how you can be in that emotional state where you can enjoy life, you can have loving feelings, you don't hate anybody. So it's almost like working day to day. And as Rizwan said, awareness is the first step. It doesn't come very easily. It comes with time, with practice, but you're going to have tools and the will to go in that direction.
So anybody at any economic status level, any socioeconomic status level could use this book.
Yes,
absolutely, absolutely. Because this is written for people from all different aspects, areas of life. You don't have to be a philosopher. It's a very simple book, which basically explains different things which you can do to improve your emotional wellness, your physical fitness, your relationships, your career, job, and financial wealth.
That is wonderful. And again, we can spend hours talking about this. We'll do that on a podcast later. But so people can find your book on Amazon, also Barnes and Noble, and then on your website. And the website is called The Cycle of Fulfillment, thecycleoffulfillment.com, right?
Yes, cycleoffulfillment.com.
Cycleoffulfillment.com.
Okay, cycleoffulfillment.com. Okay, well, gentlemen, seriously, it's such an honor to know both of you and to be able to do this. I'm excited about everything that you guys are doing, and I know everyone else will be as well. So until next time, thanks again, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.